politics and religion. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful week of D&D as I narrowly avoid a political debate.
I wasn't getting into one of those.
Well, good, because I'm not either. But here
My
we are.
conversation was about the shifting climate.
Just
But
get my
yes,
music
continue.
queued
Here we
up.
are.
Here we are. A split party. With good old Silt, played by Katie, taking a nap up in a crow's nest. Some stuff going on there that nobody gets to know about until she decides to tell you.
Comfy up there, ain't it, Silt?
Oh boy, it's even. Oh yeah, you can't. You have no idea.
And the rest
Now,
of the
now
party.
you know why I hang out up there.
And the rest of the party, somewhere below the surface of the water, below the surface of the bottom of the ocean, deep in a dungeon, trying to get out since they found the piece they were looking for, and the way is blocked by 3 flaming skulls. We had last left off with Gallon trying to do some sneaky hoodoo distraction shit, and didn't work on one of them. But the other 2 are like, ah, meh, meh. They totally sound like the aliens from When Mars Attacks, by the way. If anybody's ever seen that. Just, rah, 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 rah.
You sound like
I'm
that
just
commercial.
I'm just gonna put this out there that their name sounds like a drink that I'd have at some seedy bar down in dark alley. Give me one of those flaming skulls.
Totally does.
Make it 2.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, that's where we left off. We are not in initiative currently. So, Gallon, what do you want to do?
I still want to try and distract them and just try and get everyone over to the staircase. But I'm also above table. I'm in that type of mood where I want to like dodge that idea and just fuck shit up. But I'm not gonna do that. That'd be out of character.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm pretty sure. I still have my movement, right?
In this moment, yes, you do.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you set up initiative because we triggered the flaming skull's attention.
No,
But
that
they can't
initiative.
see me.
That initiative is from before.
Okay.
They're merping at each other, so they're not
What
actively.
are the arrows just where their attention is?
Yeah.
Can you share that map that they're on? I don't have it up.
Yep, I will share both of them here so everybody has everything. And so Mike can get upset at me fucking up his map placements.
Yep, he
I
did
get it.
too.
I
I just didn't say nothing.
Well, I want to keep distracting them. And I'm gonna move down. Is the arrows like with the 20 feet? Is that just because that's just what has to be done for the arrow direction, or is that how far they could see me?
So if you remember from last week, they shed light in a dim radius 15 feet. So this is how
Right.
much light is projecting off each one. The arrow lengths are irrelevant. That's just the way that they are looking. Yeah,
Gotcha.
put that back up for you.
All right. I'm gonna go
Me-
here.
Okay. And make a stealth check at disadvantage, or at advantage, sorry. Okay. You slowly and cautiously swim kitty corner across the room.
And this was 25 feet, correct?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna clack my 2 daggers together again, and then quickly pop over another 5 feet just off of it.
Okay.
I probably cut it too close, but whatever.
So you clack your daggers, and the skull turns, and it kind of rears its head back and lets out a good old Haktua. And in doing so, it casts Flaming Spear. Right there. The Flaming Sphere lets off 20-foot radius dim bright light and an additional 20 feet of dim light. So you are now lit up. It can see you. Now everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Damn.
Ding, 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 ding.
Katie, you roll initiative as well, please.
Just so you feel included. Oh, I mean,
Look at those 21s.
I will get to you
Tonight.
in just a second there, Katie. And I gotta update. No, I don't want that one. There we go. I'm actually going to put you first, Katie. Just to keep the two groups separate. Beautiful. Katie, you roll over from your nap and catch out of the corner of your eye a small humanoid crawling out of the water super quietly onto the boat. And it's your typical, knife in the mouth. You can see a snorkel system, some medieval style goggles.
Well,
I'd be like, Daddy, is that you?
yeah, I have been trying to ping you guys since you've been out of range, so I'm hoping it's not you. I'm going to make sure I don't have. How far away is it?
We'll just say 30 feet.
I want to try my new Mind Sliver.
Okay. It fails.
The gym. Take some psychic damage.
Yeah, so that's 2d6 psychic damage, and before the end of your next turn, we will subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw.
And I'm just up there, crouched down. Maybe it hasn't seen me yet.
Let me actually check what Mind Sliver takes. Okay. Takes a verbal component.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely locked eyes with you right before you tucked back in.
Okay, that's fine. Now I know. Locking eyes is obvious. Well, I'm still
Okay.
trying to cover beneath any of the structure that I can, then
Okay.
get off my boat.
Beautiful. Did that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Gallon, you're up.
I am.
For the record there, Katie, being tucked in the crow's nest, you can't see what happened.
Okay.
But it didn't directly affect you. So, Gallon, give me one
I'm
second
gonna
here.
let the others know that they've spotted me, and then I'm gonna attack this one with my longbow.
Okay.
Marksbow, da, 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 da. Okay.
I think a crit will do it.
And it's a first roll, so I get the Dread Ambusher, right? Do I get it on the second one or the first one?
So your Dread Ambusher gives you a free second attack, of which gets the extra one.
Oh, that's right. Cool. Oh, why did I roll that? Oh my god, guys, I'm so tired.
That's right. Roll damage. Hold down left shift when you do it.
I don't have that. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
There, I'll just roll a d8 in the chat box for me.
Cool.
There we go. Give
Thanks,
you
broski.
additional 7 points of damage there. So the initial 3. Why has it been doing that? Hold on a second. It was doing this Friday too, where it's resisting like the modifier damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. And then go ahead with your second attack.
What?
Another crit. And this one gets your Dread Ambusher on it.
Oh, did it go? Okay. We'll find out.
Yep, it's on there. Just roll the damage. There you go. 29 resisted to 14. Okay. Oh, that's why it resisted that. So I actually need to give him 4 points back. Okay. Anything else
I got
for your
that first
turn?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you're going to roll a dex saving throw from the flaming sphere, which you fail. So you're going to take 2d6 fire damage for 6 points. Pearl, you're up.
Okay, first things first, I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. You come up to the corner and look around. Skull 2 and Skull 1 are looking right at you. Skull 3 is looking to that south wall where you see Gallon sitting next to this 5-foot diameter sphere letting off light.
Yes. So I'm going to use my pistol and I'm gonna use Violent Shot on Flame Skull 3.
I'm looking up the violent shot. Give me just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so roll to see if you hit first, because if you don't hit, then there's no point in using it. Okay, so that one misses. You want to try your second shot? Okay. Okay, second shot hit, so that'll be a violent shot. So roll your regular damage. And then... Did I code it? Okay. And then roll an extra 1d10 in the chat box. I realized too late I actually had an effect there set up for you to put on yourself, but... Alright, so that's an extra 2 points of damage. Actually 1 point. My bad. Alright, anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Flame Skull 1, seeing you, isn't gonna fuck around, and is going to cast Fireball. Right there. Okay, so you're good, Taddy.
You sure? I was holding on to her belt. Wouldn't she be pulling me along with her when she moved?
I mean, pretend you didn't hear what I just said. Would Taddy have let go, or would he still be holding on?
I'd still be holding on.
Okay.
That's why I put that move in there.
I thought you were just being preemptive.
Nope. I did it because I can't see anything. Remember? She's my guide.
Well, you could see light up ahead, but okay. Looks like both of you succeed, so it'll be half of this wonderfulness. 15 points to each of you. And he is going to 10, 15, 20 up to here. Flame Skull 2, 10, 15, 20, 30 to here. And is going to let out a fire ray at you, Pearl. Misses. And his second one. Natty ones. His hinge becomes unjawed. Flame Skull 3 has 2 fire rays for you, Gallon. First one is going to hit. $10 points of damage. Second one is also going to hit. 16 points of damage. Odess.
All right. I'll move my 30 feet to... Well, I was trying to get up to the edge of the wall, but right there.
You're going to overlap the wall a little bit. Don't worry about it.
I think that means he can see Flaming Skull 1, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Maybe even 2.
Not 2, but 1 definitely.
Okay, so we'll go with 1 then. We'll just keep it simple. The Sacred Flame. Why is that it? That doesn't make any sense, but we'll go with it. Nothing happens.
Succeeds.
That's all I got.
All right. Teddy.
All right, so I can see they're shedding light, right?
Yeah.
So I can in the
Yeah,
dark.
they shed dim light, so it'll be a regular attack to attack them.
Okay. Well, then I am going to with me being on Pearl essentially right next to hugging her,
Mm-hmm.
is that corner too much for me to see number 2?
Um,
I mean,
No,
she's right in
with
front of me. The
with
wall's
how
right there.
with how close you would have to be to her to be holding on to her belt, you'd be able to see around the corner.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to throw a Psychic Blade at full number 2.
Okay.
Ooh,
With a crit, no sneak attack though.
that's okay. Take as much as I can get.
8
Okay.
points of damage.
All right, and that'll allow for my second blade then?
Yeah. Hits.
We'll take it.
Uh, 8 points of damage there.
Okay. And I'm gonna try and like hold her belt with one hand, but put my back up against the wall to kind of hide a little bit.
Okay. I was just gonna ask if that was your intent there.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
Hey, it's there. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I tried.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'm gonna say as soon as we can, let's try and get to the stairs, because.
That's it for your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Silt.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action telepathically make a connection with well, I'm not, because now I can't see it.
Yeah, when you peek back over the crow's nest, it's gone.
Interesting. I'm gonna whisper to Chestrock if he saw where it went.
Chest Rock has not seen anything. He's been laying in the center of the crow's nest.
I will cast darkness and climb down.
You do what? I'm sorry.
Cast darkness and climb down.
Okay, that's a 10-foot bubble?
If
Or 15?
15, I think.
Okay. And you cast that on yourself?
Yeah, my ring.
Okay.
And I will, look around once I get down there and not see anything. Presumably, see if there's anything out of place.
Go ahead and make a perception check. you see a trail of water leading from where the assassin got on the ship to the trap door.
So is this grate that's in the middle of is that a grate that we
Yeah.
fixed?
Yeah, you can see through
Okay.
that.
Okay. So with my, I think I can get over there with the remaining speed, distance that I have.
How much? What is your movement speed?
30.
30. Not quite. Well,
Not
yeah,
quite.
because the ladder's there, so you'd be right there.
Okay, I wanna peek over.
Okay.
Down.
At a glance that you have enough time remaining to perform, you don't see anything out of the usual below deck.
Okie dokie. That will be my turn. I can't see the assassin down there.
No.
Okay. It's my turn then.
All right. Gallon,
Pew,
go
pew,
ahead.
pew, pew. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
That'll hit. And saves, so the flaming sphere is still up. 7 points of damage resisted. That will hit. The flaming sphere goes away. Okay, and you only took 2 attacks last turn. It should have been 3. So go ahead and make 1 more.
Okie dokie.
Ten resisted down to 5. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that'll do it.
All right, Pearl.
Okay. I'm gonna try again. The same thing. So violent. Well, no, actually, okay. I want to use my violent shot, but I'm gonna use my dead eye shot. Does that make sense?
Hold on. So you don't have a Deadeye shot.
Oh, okay, so I could only do the violent. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
because you got to pick one of those trick shots, and you picked the violent shot. So that's all you
Okay,
have.
yeah, never mind. Never mind. That was my bad.
It's all good.
Same thing. So.
Okay, so roll to hit first. Okay, that will hit. So mark off your violent shot, and then put the effect underneath it onto yourself.
Sorry, I put it on him.
You didn't put it on anything.
Yeah, I did. I did it on him, like I did the first round.
Oh, okay. So roll a straight d10 in the chat box.
Okay.
So 9B. Okay, good. So that's your first shot.
Yeah. And no.
Pam, you don't have to mark off your shots before you take it. It does that automatically when you roll.
Oh, I didn't do it. That's why I marked it.
No, you don't mark it off. The computer does. So I'll give you a couple back because I'm sure you've been doing it for a while. But you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
You mean the violent shot?
No, I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay, sorry. Okay, hold on.
Okay, 6 resisted down to 3. Anything else for your turn?
He's still alive. No, that's it.
Okay. You guys will notice that your range shots doing piercing damage are kind of bouncing off of the skulls and not as effective as they should be.
But he's looking rough.
He is, but you're above table. They're resistant to piercing damage. You would have figured that out by now.
Above table, I knew that. But also, this is my weapon of choice.
No, I'm just pointing it out.
No, I appreciate that.
In case. So.
No, appreciate that.
That brings
Start
us to the
shooting a
flame
club.
skulls.
Start shooting clubs at it.
Yeah.
This one's got 2 shots for Pearl. First one misses.
Oh, pick up a rock. Bash his head in with a rock.
Second one misses.
I got a plan for that. Watch and
That's
see,
fine.
Toddy, next time.
Got a slingshot? Get a slingshot.
This one is going to let out magic missile. So 2 for Pearl. And 3 per Pearl because you can't see Taddy. And this one's going to cast magic missile as well. All for Gallon. 2 Gallon goes down. And I'm sorry, but I did say all for Gallon. So
What the flying Fiducci, friend?
Odes.
All right. That changed everything.
real quick above table moment, since we have some new players. When you are unconscious / dying and get hit by attack, it checks off one of your failed death saves already. Just heads up.
In other words, you're already hurting.
So you've already got 1 fail on your death saves, Gallon.
Cool. Cool. Would you just poetic justice that I died in JV Jones's frickin' locker?
Got that extra character sheet laying around?
Nope.
Gallon Jr.
Yeah, no
I'm
kidding.
here to avenge my mom's death.
We'll take like 50 years off.
Need 30 feet over there.
So you'd have to, let's see, 5. Oh, what is up with these freaking tokens, man? 20.
Well, technically, I'd
5.
pass through their space, right? Because you can do that.
Yeah. So where was it? Like right there.
Yeah, give or take.
You see Gallon slowly drifting down to the ground, unconscious.
She isn't wearing Mariner's armor, is she?
No, she is not.
No.
Okay.
Good call, though.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Because something happens when you're wearing Mariner's armor and fall unconscious.
yeah, it does. It floats you to the top. Mine floats me
60
to the
feet
top.
around. Yeah.
Will use my action to dash another 30 feet.
Okay.
And I will use a... Fuck, I think I took it off. No, I did not. A bonus action level 3 healing word.
Okay.
On Gallon. I think it's 2 dice, right?
It should be 3. Let me do.
Well, yeah, it's 2 extra dice, right?
2 extra. Yeah, increases by 1d4 for each slot above first. So it should be 3d4. Okay. 10 points, you come back up, Gallon.
That's all I got for now.
Alright, Mr. Taddy. You are hidden in this moment.
Okay. I mean, I get to use my sneak attack?
It means you get advantage on the attack.
Okay.
Your first attack.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my first attack is I'm going to just repeat from last round.
Mm-hmm. It hits, so yes, you get your sneak attack.
Hey.
Twenty-one
More
points
like
of
it.
damage. Looking rough. That one hits as well. 8 points of damage. Still up, but looking rough.
And I am slapping my back against that wall again.
Okay. You
Ooh, that's
are
better.
hidden. Anything else for your turn?
No, sir.
All right, Silt.
Okay. Motherfucker. I can't see him, but he must be maybe down there. I guess I'll use my extra speed to get to the hatch. That's nothing extra there. That's 30. And peek it open and look.
So 25 will get you right next to the hatch. Where did you
Okay.
want to be? Did you want to be here?
Yeah, I guess off to the side a little bit in front instead of straight in front of it.
So, like, over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you open the hatch and take a look inside. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Great.
You don't see anything out of the usual.
Then I guess I will. Who doesn't have dark vision or a devil's sight or whatever? And I'll go down the stairs.
Okay.
It definitely sees you.
Sneakily.
So
And
you said sneakily?
yeah, I'm trying. I mean, I'm trying to be quiet. Like,
Okay. Go ahead and roll a
don't
stealth
get
check.
don't get too comfortable in your bubble of darkness. I guess
Okay.
not feeling very graceful.
Beautiful. It is going to be at disadvantage because of the darkness. But as soon as your feet hit the ground, you see the assassin pop up from the corner and shoot its crossbow at you. But it misses. Still your
Okay,
turn.
but I will bonus action create a telepathic link with him or her
Okay.
and ask as diplomatically as I can, what do you want and why are you on my boat?
You don't hear a response.
I tried. What are you doing?
Was that it for your turn?
Let's see. I didn't do an action, did I? can see
I
if
would
it's still-
say between opening the hatch door and taking a minute to look,
Okay, that's action worthy.
yeah.
Okay, then that's it.
Okay.
What are you doing?
The assassin is going to run across.
Wait just a second. One second. Is Molly outside? Oh, is your curly hair?
First attack is going to hit with its short sword.
Excuse me?
You maintain your concentration, but as the blade bites into you, you feel it sting. And you make the con save, so you're going to take half of this. And for some reason, it gave you all of it, because the computer's fucking stupid.
Well, it's good to know that
So-
all of it didn't kill me.
So you get 11 points of damage after all 10 of your
After 11.
temporary hit points got used up. And from the poison damage, you lose your darkness.
Okay. Well, it's 8 on me anyway, so.
But that ends its turn, and Galen, you're up.
All my weapons are piercing damage. Ha ha!
That hits. Why was it at disadvantage? Try that
No
again.
idea.
It should have been a regular attack.
She
Maybe
prone.
it's because I'm weak and wounded. Oh, prone.
Oh, yeah. Let me take that off. That you hadn't hit the ground yet. There you go. Now try again. Hits. All right. 2 points of damage.
Again and again and again. And then,
3
does it
points
cost
of
an
damage.
action to use a potion of healing?
So you can do either an action or a bonus action. If you do a bonus action, you roll the dice to see how much health you get, and an action, you get the max healing potential.
Well,
So you just use your action, so you can drink one as a bonus action and roll the dice to see how much health you get back.
and it's 2d4 plus 2.
It should be coded onto your actions tab.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Yeah, the drop down under
you use
potion
your-
of healing, just drop that on yourself.
you use the action to drink
There you
that
go.
potion, then you take your tongue and you lick the inside of the pot. Every last little.
Get
That's
every
why-
last drop.
That's why it takes an action versus a bonus action. It's little effort,
Yeah.
little extra effort.
Apparently. And that'll be my Taurine.
Alrighty, Pearl.
Okay, so this is what I'm doing.
That flame skull is still up, Galen, but it is rough.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try to finish it. So I'm going to run to it. In very ninja style, I'm gonna use my trident and try to aim at both of his eyes to finish it.
Okay, go ahead and roll a trident attack. Taddy, are you still hanging on?
Yeah, if I can.
I think you get about there before you lose your grip because you don't have as much movement as she does. That hits Pearl. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll damage. Beautiful. You smash down on the skull and it explodes under the force of your trident.
Beautiful.
Anything else for your turn?
Can I throw my trident at number 2?
You can.
Let's go.
It misses. Drop a strength check into the chat box for me.
Strength? Okay.
Yep, just straight strength. Beautiful. Your trident is currently lodged into the back wall.
I know. Can I run to go get it?
You don't have any movement or an action left, so not this round.
Okay, next turn.
Okay. That it for you?
Yes, that's it.
All right. Flame Skull 1 is going to cast Blur on itself. So you see this Flame Skull 1 just starts like blurring, like it's shifting back and forth quickly. Above table, all attacks against it will have disadvantage unless you have blind sight or true sight. That ends its turn. Flame Skull 2 has... Oh, you know what? This is perfect. It's going to cast Fireball. And it's going to get Taddy, Pearl, and Odess.
I need a level right now so I get evasion, damn it.
Pearl fails, the other two succeed. Odess, you maintain your concentration. Pearl, you fall unconscious, and the other two of you are still upright and in the fight. And Odess, you're up. If you're talking, you're muted.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Pearl at level 3.
Okay.
We'll do that. All right, let's see.
12 points. So Pearl, before you even sink to the ground, Odess touches you and you wake up.
Thank you, Otis.
You, however, were wearing mariner's armor, so you actually went up instead of down. So
Like I'm
you're
flying or
like
something?
you're like back against the ceiling right now.
Oh. Okay.
What else you got
So
for
you-
us, Otis?
Move 5. I will move another 20 right there to take cover at the stairs.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
All right, Taddy, you're up.
Okay. I wish I could do this backwards, but all right. I am going to throw my psychic blade. You said blurred is disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use my first blade. Flaming
Drop to
Skull
20,
1.
but you still hit.
Drop to 15, but hey, dirty 20.
No, it says drop 20.
Oh, yeah.
Succeeds his con save, so he's still blurred.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my second blade on Flaming Skull number 2.
That hits. 7 points of damage. Still up. Looking rough, though.
All right. And then I'm going to use the moonlight, dim light, whatever, of the flaming skulls to run over here and attempt to hide behind the pillar with Otis.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check. Okay. Anything else for
And
your
that'll
turn?
be my turn.
All right, Silt.
Did I play first on this dude?
You're gonna what? I'm sorry.
Hexblade him.
Okay.
Because apparently we just can't. We can't talk. So. And then I will.
Diplomacy cannot be reached. Therefore,
Correct. Not at this time. I might try again, but I'll hit him with my whip. I'll try to hit him with my whip.
That hits. 9 points of damage.
Not bad, not bad. I'll ask him again out loud what he wants, or she, he or she. Not expecting an answer.
There is no answer.
Cat got your tongue.
that's good. I was gonna say assassin mime, and then I just had this terrible vision of.
I love how the assassin is fighting a young male human who's cracking jokes about cat got your tongue and then laughing hysterically.
I
This
joke, you just
motherfucker
have to
out.
be there.
He's gonna leave.
Is that it for your turn, Katie?
Yes.
Wow. His turn. Can see you now. First swing misses. Second swing also misses. Yay, I'm doing great. Gallon.
Come up with my joke.
Gonna ask everybody, like, are we moving towards the stairs in hopes of escape, or are we finishing these fuckers off?
At this point, it would be my suggestion that we get out of here, but I digress.
Okay, I'm gonna start heading for the stairs.
Okay.
And then
Are you going to start
What?
going up, or are you just going to them?
I'll start going up. Sure. I feel like I'm gonna regret this decision, but
Okay.
you
So
know what? It's fine.
That's 30 feet of movement right there.
And then for my action, I'm gonna take another potion of healing
Okay.
because I'm
And
still a
that'll
little
be...
too close to death.
So mark off the potion, and I will give you the hit points back.
Thank you.
Is that it for your turn?
Yes. Thank you.
Pearl.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try to finish this fucker. So, am I close to my trident?
No.
Not at all. Not even a bit.
At the very top of your action tab, we coded in a club attack with your pistol. After
Yeah.
quoting Pirates of the Caribbean, and we can still use them as clubs. So
Yeah.
you have that option
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
on number 2.
Yeah, skeleton 2.
Okay. I got you moved. Go ahead and swing away. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Try that again. Still misses. Go ahead with your second attack. That hits. You bash the skull in with the butt end of your pistol.
Perfect.
You still have 30 feet of movement and your bonus action.
I want to move those 30 feet to get my trident.
So running straight line like that, you're going to take an attack of opportunity from the skull.
Well, regardless, I have to get my trident, and he's in the middle of it, so...
Okay.
Unless he moves, which I doubt it, I'm going to take an attack regardless in order to get my trident.
He actually does not have any melee attacks, so he's just going to watch you run past him. You won't be able to pull your trident until your next turn.
I know. That's fine.
Or, actually, you still have your bonus action. I'll let you roll a strength check at disadvantage to try and pull it now.
Okay. Let's do that. La 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 la.
17. You pull it out of the wall.
Perfect.
Alright. And that'll bring us to the Flame Skull's turn. Good old Flame Skull is gonna cast Magic Missile again at level 2, and is gonna give one to each of you, with the exception of Tatty for reasons to be determined. So Pearl gets the second one. You maintain concentration, Otis. That ends its turn. Otis, you're up.
All right. Hop 5 feet this way. Another. I think that's right.
Yeah, that'll be 30
25
feet.
over there. Take a swing with my trident.
Now, why are you at disadvantage?
Because he's blurred.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I
Dirty
think that's the
21.
one that's blurred.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe.
Yeah. That hits.
No, I'm gonna do this, and then I have to look because he also gets something else.
He succeeds his saving throw.
I just gotta make sure that I remember how to do this. I will bonus action Strike of the Giants. So the Storm Giant. So it's an extra 1d6 of lightning damage.
Okay. I will let that happen this time. For future reference, you have to do that before you take the swing, and then it's the next time you hit that damage applies.
Oh, because it says it's a bonus action.
Yeah, no, it is. If you read that first paragraph under it, as a bonus action, you call on the power of your giant magic to imbue your attack with additional power. The next time you hit a target with melee or thrown weapon attack within the next minute,
Oh, got it.
It does that. So you have to like preload that extra damage basically, and then you've got a minute to use it.
Okay, I'll wait till my next turn then.
No, you're good. It's the first time using it, so I'll allow it. So go ahead and roll a d6 in the chat box. So it's an extra point of damage, and then it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Or be pushed. Okay.
Or it has disadvantage. It succeeded, though.
Okay. All right. That is all I got.
Tatty.
All right. I am. I can still see the light of that flame skull. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I am going to. Um. I'm going to move forward up to the stairs.
Okay.
I have enough movement, so I'm not necessarily going to move my character for this, but let's just say I am going to do this. So step to the left a little bit,
Mhm.
throw daggers at the flaming skull, and then duck back.
Okay. You are hidden, so click advantage.
And it's within 5 feet of somebody too, right? That helps.
No, and I will go over why in a
Okay.
second. So roll your regular. Well, hold on a second. Let me read this to make sure I have it right. I think I do, but all right. So the verbiage on sneak attack is you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. Even though your disadvantage is canceled out by the advantage from being hidden, you do still have disadvantage.
Okay.
Is how I'm reading that.
All right.
So,
Standard attack then.
Yep, regular damage.
I'll take it.
Ten points of damage. Succeeds its save.
Okay.
And your bonus attack misses.
Okay. And then yes. Stealth. And can I see Gal in front of me?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
You are aware that the stairs are there because you touched them, but you're not aware of who or what is moving around you other than what's within the 15-foot bubble surrounding the flame
The-
skull, which
the-
is
the sta-
here.
The stairs we're looking at, are they because of Gal's token I can't see it per se. Do they look like the stairs, the other stairs?
Yeah.
Only mirrored?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So trying to think. Okay, yeah, I'll probably just stay right where I'm at then. I was
Okay.
kind of thinking about maybe like you see how there's that notch. I was thinking about kind of moving into that notch, but I think if I do that, it'd be too complicated trying to throw more daggers. So I'll just sit where I'm at, hiding
Okay.
against the wall of the stairs.
All right. Well, that'll bring us back around to Miss Silt.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action hex the assassin.
Okay. And which hex are you doing?
Just hex. And I'm using a first level spell slot, not the third level.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
just
that's not-
mark you, they're interchangeable as long as level appropriate. If you cast one of your sorcerer spells as using a warlock spell slot, it automatically upcasts it to whatever level your pact magic currently is.
It automatically does.
So your pact magic is always what level it is. So right now it's
Yeah.
third. So if you
Yeah.
used a pact magic slot, it would always be a third level spell.
Okay. And then I'm going to I'm gonna disengage and go back up the stairs.
Okay. So 10 feet of movement will get you right there.
And then I will continue 20 feet to there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Movement, action, bonus action. That's it.
Okay. That ends your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
I do.
Oofta. Okay. You're up there looking around, and you notice last second as the assassin shoots its crossbow up from the grate to try and hit you, which misses, and then ducks back towards the tail of the ship.
Just gonna stay down there like a little bitch.
And with that, Gallon, you're up.
I mean, I'm guessing. I feel like everyone's like, well, I think we should all get out of here, and then no one's getting out of here.
I've noticed you guys do that a lot. You're like, should we run or should we fight? And they're like, we should run, and then everybody stands there and fights.
I mean, I get pro going to get her trident. I've done that. I get that.
I mean, I don't have an option. Like, I'm gonna walk by the guy, so might as well just try to kill him while I'm at it. You know what I mean?
No, totally. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. I guess I'm gonna keep climbing the stairs and.
Okay.
Well, what kind of stairs are they? Is it like just like two pillars in a room?
So they
And
are
it's just like an enclosed staircase, or is it open?
So it's open until you hit the ceiling, and then it's an enclosed spiral staircase for 20 feet until you get up to the next landing.
Am I already in the walled-in part?
No, you are not.
Oh, so I'm still in the open part.
Yeah.
Do I take a chance and try and shoot the skull past Otis?
Otis, dog.
I was gonna say, Otis, want to take a chance? Want to play a game?
Want to play a game? Has Otis gotten an arrow in the head yet?
I've
don't
shot
remember.
you. Oh, he hasn't. I've shot you, and I've shot Pearl.
I think you
almost
got.
shot.
I think you got Taddy too. So I think Otis is the only one left.
No, I don't think I have gotten Taddy. I think I almost got Taddy.
No, you definitely
you
got
got me.
Taddy.
I did?
Mhm.
Oh
I did.
no. Okay, I guess.
I forgot you shot me. Fuck
So
no.
now you have to take the shots
Uh-huh.
Okay.
because you got to get everybody.
Canon. It has to happen.
Oh. First shot misses.
Everybody.
There it is. There it is.
Oh my god!
Roll an attack against Otis,
shit.
please.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Oh my
Now
God.
we're family, you guys.
I was fucking joking.
you know, at this point, there's two things in this world I can count on. Number one, having to pay taxes. Number two, getting shot by Callan.
You put that on the flame skull, though. I gotta give it 2 back.
Oh, sorry. I meant, yeah.
It's
that's what I
alright. So,
Oh.
Otis, you maintain your concentration, but there is now an arrow firmly lodged in the back of your head. Like so many you've seen and treated since you joined this ragtag group of adventurers.
So sorry. No answer from Otis? Oh shit. He's
I
gonna
didn't
be
hear
so
you.
angry. Oh.
You took
Yeah,
an
no, I was
arrow to
like-
the back of the head.
I heard that part.
Okay.
I was just saying how sorry I am.
Okay.
Okay.
That looks like a we'll talk about this off camera moment.
My hives are gonna start coming up.
I think so. Anything else for your turn, Galen?
No, I was genuinely joking. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but I should have known.
All right. With that being the end of your turn, Pearl, you are up.
This is great. Okay, so I'm gonna use my trident and try to stab Skull One. Ninja style again, but now so ninja is right next to the guy.
Okay. You will actually roll that again with advantage for flanking.
Okay. Oh yeah, because this is right there.
That hits. What happened? So it resisted the damage down to 3, and then you broke its concentration, so it's no longer blurring. Go ahead with your second attack at advantage. That hits. 6 resisted down to 3. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk. I don't care if I take a whatever. I'm gonna go to Galen, heading out.
Yeah, you should probably look at how many hit points you got left before you make that
Oh
decision.
yeah, that's true. I'm dying. Shit.
Except for the fact that he didn't make a melee attack the last time she walked by him.
However true that may be, doesn't mean something's not going to happen this time.
There.
I'm gonna wing it. Fuck it. I'm walking.
Okay, go ahead with your character movement.
Winging it.
It is going to let out a fire ray, which is a range attack, so it's at disadvantage. And it flies by you and slams into the wall at the far end of the room.
And that's why I wing it.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Well, as you continue walking, it's going to shoot another one at you. That one hits. Knocking you unconscious. And then it's got one for Otis as well at disadvantage.
I only wing it so much.
Natty 1, go ahead with an opportunity strike if you want, Otis. That is going to hit, but it is going to use its reaction to cast shield on itself. Which brings its AC +5, so it will be a miss. You're muted.
Does it have a reaction this turn? Because it went after Pearl.
Oh, you are right. You are right, my friend. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I mean, it's not going to take anything anyways because it's resisted.
It took 1 point. Oh, you know what? It actually would have its reaction because it's its turn, so its action economy refreshes. So that did happen, and I'm going to give it that 1 point back. Otis, you're up. Still hits with the 21.
I hope I used the right. I did not use the right one, but oh well. That works anyways.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope. That's all I got.
All right. Teddy, you are hidden.
Let's give this thing some more daggers.
Okay.
I am hidden.
Mm-hmm. So you'll get advantage.
Advantage. Your blur gone?
Yep.
Okay.
And I think that's a crit. I can't read your dice, and they're taking a minute.
Yeah, that's because the one was stuck in the corner. There it goes.
There it goes. So that is a crit with your sneak attack.
Hell yeah. If there's a time for a sneak attack,
It's
now's
on a
the
crit.
time.
That's for sure.
Shit.
A lot of dice. And that does it.
Okay. And I'm running towards the stairs.
You turn and run and make a dexterity saving throw. You realize right before your head smashes into them that it's now pitch black and you can't see shit, and stop.
What? I was hugging the wall.
Well, with Pearl there, you would have had to step out to like there to take the shot.
I can throw
Or
through
there.
Pearl.
You can move through her space. I don't know about throw through her, but either way.
If I can't go like through Otis to shoot a skull, you definitely can't do it with daggers.
It
Hey,
would have made
just
for a
because you're hitting Otis doesn't mean I'm hitting Otis.
it would have made for a funny cinematic moment. That's all. We're gonna jump back up and wrap up Silt's combat real quick. Well, first and foremost, you guys are all heading up and out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to do any healing on each other or potion drinking, actually,
100%.
Pearl, I need a death saving throw from you in the tower.
I need somebody to rub my shoulders. I'm sore.
But if you guys are doing any spells,
Gal's
any,
gonna like throw Taddy aside, like sprint towards Otis.
you are out of combat, so just go ahead and drop those heals on whoever you want to drop them on while Silt is finishing up. And Silt, go ahead.
Where did that crossbow bolt end up?
In the ocean.
Damn. Grab it and shoot it back at him. That'd been cool. Well, I guess I'll. I will. Is he covered?
What's your passive perception?
14.
Make a perception check.
I have to go back down here. Cat and mouse. Man, I'm
That's
killing it with
twice now.
perception today.
With
3
a
times.
with a 5-foot sidestep, you can see the assassin through the grates, so you have line of sight on him.
All right. Then I will try to shoot him with a crossbow.
That hits.
That's right. And I will. If I go to the hatch and I open it and I stand there, what part of the bottom of it can I see? Where's the line of sight line?
So it depends on where you're standing. Like if you're standing here looking down, then you can see.
No, it would be I'd flip it open and stand behind it since he's over on that end.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if you're standing on that side, you can see about this much. If you're standing on this side, you'd be able to see Probably to about there.
Okay, then I'm going to flip it open and crouch there.
Crouching, give you a little bit more to
Okay.
about there. All right. That end your turn?
Yes, it
All right.
does. I think. Yes.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. Once again, you catch it just in time to avoid it getting advantage on its attack. And it is going to take a crossbow shot at you with a natty 1. You don't have Warcaster, do you?
No.
Okay. So that's it. And then it ducks back again.
Where did that arrow go?
Same place, into the ocean.
Dang.
There's nothing behind you to stop it, so.
Yeah. Well, there's that mermaid lady. Maybe it hit her in the butt.
It is your turn again.
Okay, I'm going to. I think. Go down the ladder. Yep. And crossbow. Miss.
Misses.
And I will go back up the ladder and crouch and wait for him to pop back into my sphere of vision.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
I think so, yeah. All my bonus actions depend on other stuff.
Make another perception check. You are able to spot it again as it steps up to take a shot at you with its long crossbow. Nat 1-ing again. And then ducking back.
I'm very good at assassin.
It's his first day on the job, all right?
And his last day. Okay, I'm going to go down.
Same thing
and
again.
that'll be- no, I want to go there and then, oops. Yes. An additional 20 feet there,
Okay.
which is 10 feet away. Yes. And
Yeah, close enough.
whip him. 'Cause
Alright.
that's my preferred.
With the crit.
Oh, I didn't also, I wanted with Hex, I wanted that to be con that he has disadvantage on. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
That's enough to do it. You come down all sorts of pissed off, do some big, like, flourishy slave whip shit, and smack him in the side of the head, killing him.
I'm going to go through his pockets very, very thoroughly and carefully.
Okay. I will put those items in the party sheet for you.
Could I tell that it was an assassin or is it just some person to me?
You'd be able to tell by the items being carried
Okay.
that it was
Okay.
definitely an assassin.
Okay.
So I will get those items in the party sheet here momentarily. Bear with me on it.
Oh wait, I gotta get my.
But let's jump back to the rest of the party. You guys took a moment, did some healing. And what did you do after that?
Hopefully working our way upstairs.
Otis agrees with that, and I do as well. Heading out.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I think we get back to the boat as quickly as possible. No dilly-dallying.
All right. Nobody had anything else to do down in the dungeon there.
Nope.
Okay.
Hell
So
no.
you guys go up the stairs and out the roof of the castle that you were in. Where you want to go next?
Back to the boat. Or is there... Taddy, did you say you wanted to look for something?
Nope.
Back to the boat. However we get there. Which
How do you
Gal
want
should know the
to try
direct
and get there?
route back to the boat. Given the Wanderer feature.
That's if you go back the exact same way you came through the tunnel and such.
Anybody oppose?
That's everything, Katie.
I heard Brad say nope.
Nope.
Pearl, do you object to going back the way we came?
Okay. Katie, post-fight, what are you doing?
Sorry, I was muted. No.
I am cleaning my clothes and checking on the crow's nest occupant. Yeah.
Everything is in order and a-okay.
Cleaning up blood and dumping his stupid body overboard.
Okay.
And just still checking to see if those guys are back in range and reading the note from his pocket.
Okay. You can open up the description on that note. It's typed in there.
Oh, perfect. Find
Probably about the time that you're settling back into the crow's nest to read the note and look at what you looted, and all the cleaning is done now. It's back to relaxing and look out. Is about the time that you would connect telepathically with the crew.
Okay.
Assuming that you try to get a hold of them periodically.
Yeah, it would be every so often.
Yeah, so you crawl
Yeah.
back into the crow's nest and you're looking things over and you're like, I should probably check, and you reach out telepathically to whoever you want to, you decide, and they will be able to hear you.
It would just be a hey Taddy, check, microphone check.
Hey,
Breaker,
what's
breaker,
up?
brownie boy.
Oh hey, you guys are back. Success.
Yes.
Good. Fairly quiet up here, so still here. I gotta talk to you when you get back though.
Okay.
Need any help with the boom? You let me know
No.
when you need it. Nope.
No,
Okay.
we're good.
All right. I'll be here.
I just got
table?
one question
ahead.
for you in the chat there, Katie, before they get back to the ship. Okay, perfect. Go ahead, Becca.
Above table, you'd think I would remember after how many times this has happened, but how do we heal Odess again? Is it as simple as just like pulling out the arrow and then like?
Oh yeah, no, this is a simple flesh wound. This isn't reattaching something. So
Hold on 1 second. He's like yelling and I can't hear. Odess is determined to take care of it.
no, it's as simple as when he regains all of his hit points, he won't even be able to tell that anything had happened. So
I mean, the guilt Gallon feels every time this happened is immense. It just happens too often.
But all right. It takes a little while, but you all eventually get yourselves back to the ship and back on deck. And everybody make perception checks for me. The 4 of you, not Katie. Well, Katie, you can make a perception check too.
I let Taddy know something.
Okay.
Can you roll for Brad, please?
Yeah, I got it.
Ooh, killing these. Was so perceptive today.
You would think my passive perception would be fine, but I'm too guilt-ridden.
Well, as all of you get up on the ship, you all notice flying high a new flag. And Pearl,
Yes.
Dope.
you notice hanging out up in the crow's nest with Silt are 2 tiny little pseudo dragons.
Oh my god.
They're kind of like doing the baby chicken thing, and they're like tucked up there with Silt.
I'm gonna look at them and be like, babies. I'm getting close.
I will hail everybody. Welcome back aboard. We have some new friends. And I will point to the one on my right, which is... I don't know which one that is.
Cutie 1, cutie 2.
I'm just going to say that one is... This is Frack. And I will point to the one on my left. Right? Left? Whichever one I didn't do just now. I forgot. And I will say this is Frick.
One is Frick and one is Frack.
Frickin' frack.
Hi, freak! And I'm going to this one.
So you see Miss Pearl just like straight run up the mast, full sprint, using her wonderful spider climb, and is now swooning over them while standing horizontally off the side of the mast.
What a picture.
Sounds about right.
So, did you just like... Did they find you and you just adopted them?
Yeah.
What happened while we were gone?
There was a cloud of them, and yeah, they were hungry. So I fed them, and these 2 stayed, and we talked a little bit, and now they're friends.
Cool.
Taddy, make a perception check as you get up there.
Sure.
Even with a 7, it is very obvious that this is no longer your spot, and you probably don't want the bedding back either.
This is
Ugh.
Taddy. This is I need to talk about you about compensating you for your bedding here. I will give you new bedding. I think I have some.
Pearl, I need an animal handling check as you are attempting to coddle said dragons.
Okay.
I'll look at Pearl and say they're not exactly, domesticated. So they're
They sniff you and smell, dead flesh for reasons, and are gnawing on your hands.
Oh, my heart.
in my hands.
Girls have.
Like I like how these things are eating her, and she's just okay with
Oh, they're
that.
so cute. They're eating me. I'll also say to Taddy, I also need to talk to you about something else.
Okay. Well, how about we get caught up on what happened and fill each other in on goings on as I look over at the dragons, and we can do that while the ship is en route to Haven, because we are done.
Excellent. So I'll climb down and go to the helm. And
Come on, Pearl.
pull up the anchor, drop the sails, let's sail.
Let's
What time of
go.
day is it?
Day 24 at sea, evening. Well, by now, after we traveled up, would it be morning?
I'm looking. I wasn't keeping track. Yeah, it would be morning, day 25. Probably like mid-morning ish.
Okay. So let's go.
Speaking of which, though, I'm going to give you all a pass on your checks for the morning because that was my bad. But Pearl, you do need to mark off a blood hunger.
I can
Well,
take something from my vial.
We didn't exactly sleep, so
Right.
Their checks are at dawn specifically.
oh. Okay.
Well, I still have some blood somewhere.
You can remove the dot and the 6 off the Lost Seas and point us towards Haven.
So, can I have my anchor back?
Yeah. It's we were just using our normal anchor.
Mhm.
Yes. Wherever that was. It's not like in my pocket, so
Okie doke.
I think we had left it in Odessa's inventory with the
Yeah.
note to just remember that he had given it to you.
Yep, I got it.
it was probably sitting up in front of the boat.
Good. Navigator's tools. Pearl and Gallon, between the two of you, you think you have a pretty good
there.
north by northeast heading. And you are
How's
all...
the water looking like? It's a choppy.
It's pretty calm right now, actually.
The calm before the storm. Okay.
That's cool. We got the special thing. No storms.
Okay. While everybody's getting navigation tools and getting things set up, I'm going to look at Gallon and say, we're going to skip today's language lesson. We have yet to go to sleep last night, and I just want to tune in on getting information passed along, and then I want to go hit the hay. So.
We'll pick it up later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while you guys are underway. So while you do your information relay, just clarify if it's a one-on-one conversation or a group conversation. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, so have at it.
Okay, well, since we've been broadcasting what we've been doing down in the below, so I'm just gonna relay what we did to you and
Okay.
say what you watched is what I'm gonna tell you happened. If you have any questions on any of that, concerns, thoughts, feel free to chime in. But
Sounds like a Job well done.
Yeah.
Before we start, I got to give something back to Gallon.
Her arrow?
I don't deserve anything.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's my arrow,
He
then
pulls-
yeah.
He pulls the arrow out of his head and hands it back to Gallon and says, "Here, I think this belongs to you."
You
I'm-
too, Odess?
Apparently.
I'm
Oh
so.
boy.
I'm
He's
so.
got
so
one in the head. Pearl, where was yours, Pearl?
in the head.
In the head.
And Silt, where was yours?
Head.
Shoulder.
Was
I
it
thought
my
you-
shoulder?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
I
the
thought
shoulder.
yours
Okay,
was in the
I got-
shoulder.
I got shoulder.
I got one to the shoulder, so.
So we got the shoulder club and the head club. Nice.
She's gonna grab onto Otis's arm and just be like, Otis, I'm so sorry.
I mean,
Okay. And I'm wagering while we're standing here discussing all this as the ship is sailing along, Pearl and Gallon are probably like little girl watching the dragons. So
Probably at
I'm
this
gonna
point annoying Otis with how many times I've apologized.
yeah. So I'm gonna look at you, Silt, and say, okay, your turn. Fill us in. What's that all about?
the dragons or
Well, yeah, that's obviously what Pearl wants to know about.
I don't know. There was a big group of them, and I decided that it would be better to maybe not attack dragons, and I fed them instead. And these little guys decided to stay because I invited them to.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, girls. Now you know how we ended up with two pseudo dragons on the boat.
They can sort of communicate a little bit rudimentarily. So
And anything else?
yeah, there was a water elemental, not a big deal. It couldn't really get past like the edge of the ship, so it went away. And then there was just a little while ago an assassin that boarded the
What?
boat. Yeah, and
How
I'm
the
gonna
hell did
take
he get out here?
swimming. I guess that's all I know. And I'm gonna get out the note and I'm gonna show it to you, which I'll just type here.
Okay.
So, I don't,
GM just type something in a language I don't understand.
And believe it or not, it's not a language I know.
if me neither. If there's context, then I can cast a spell and read it. But if it's
Yeah, that's just some random words on the chat box right now. No,
Yeah.
If you understand it, then great. But the rest of us don't.
well, it depends on like what's happening. You know what is.
We're getting
Yeah.
attacked.
I'm
Funny
gonna
enough,
wait.
we don't see him, but what if it's like just the cat going across the keyboard?
Wait.
I
I
like a
can
really
hear.
good time.
I think I can hear him in the background.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. I said, as you're pulling the note out, you hear this inside all of your heads simultaneously.
Oh,
Your heads or your head?
Your heads. Each of you hear this inside
Oh.
your head.
Well, if we don't understand it, what's it matter?
Good question.
I
yep.
mean,
Too late to cast a spell to understand it. Anyway, here's the
I
note.
would say, did you guys hear that? Because I don't understand it.
I
Is
heard
anything
something that I don't understand. Also,
As you continue talking, Frick lets out a "Rah!" and starts like stomping in the crow's nest.
No.
okay, then I will.
Get-
I forget.
Hand
Do they-
me the spyglass,
I'll hand you the spyglass.
and I'm flying up.
I'm gonna cast tongues so I can understand what's going on. Because now I think it's a dragon thing.
It very much is. As soon as you cast tongues, you hear frickin' Frat going back and forth. Food! Food! I know. She fed us before, she'll feed us again, but why isn't she feeding us now? Food! Where's the food? Hungry. Food. Food.
Oh
they
yeah,
just-
okay. So I'm gonna run off and go get fish and scamper back up into the crow's nest and with tons and tons of fish for them or shark or whatever.
So you're just like bringing up a bushel, basically?
Yes, yes.
I mean, I have raw shark meat if you want that.
I'm just grabbing whatever's in the barrels down in the hold.
Are you saying you're going for food?
No. I
Okay.
like pull out the note and the spyglass as I'm like I hand those to you. I cast the spell and then immediately I'm like, shoot. It's like, what? Where'd you go? Because
Okay. So in that case, I am using the spyglass to look for ships or something.
Make a perception
As I-
check.
as I get back up there, I'll say like, dragons are hungry.
19.
You don't see any ships or creatures or anything. You do notice that a storm is starting to form, but the anti-magic generator or the anti-storm generator you guys have seems to be working, as nothing within a couple 100 feet of you is looking like stormy.
Okay. So, well, I'm gonna say I see storms out in the distance, but I'm assuming they can probably see that themselves.
It's
I'll yell-
it's like very early stages, so unless you're actively looking, you wouldn't notice it. But if you
Okay.
call it out, then they'll notice it.
I'll yell down after I feed them that was the dragons wanting food. I think what we heard.
Oh. They like cookies?
Probably. I don't know. They like fish so far.
Huh, let's find out. I got 66 pieces of cookies.
66.
I'll grab a couple off. See if they like cookies.
They immediately scarf it up.
Oh, good. Here's a couple more apiece. I got a plenty. I ain't worried about it.
As the bushel of shark jerky and cookies are fed to them, you all hear this in your head.
Oh, my heart. I'm gonna get close to them and pet them.
Make an animal handling check.
Above table, is it possible to learn their language?
If you could first identify what language it is, and then find a creature capable of teaching it to you.
But they can't teach me like on their own.
They're baby dragons.
You are... So they're pseudo-dragons, not baby dragons. There's a difference.
Oh,
Um,
sorry.
You would get the impression, based off their sentencing structure, that they're probably not intelligent enough to teach you more than
Okay.
the 3 words they know, which is food, thanks, and hungry, basically.
Fine. Okay, continuing.
So, do
Pearl,
I
you-
recognize
Hol-
the
hold on.
handprint?
Hold on.
Okay.
Because Pearl ran up to try to pet one. And
Oh, yeah, sorry.
getting between a creature and its food is never a good idea. And it nips at you, giving you 6 points of piercing damage.
I'm going to reiterate.
Oh, it's okay.
Pearl,
Sorry.
they're not domesticated. Be
And it-
careful.
It does like the feral thing and kind of like curls up between you and the food to protect the food.
Sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Keep eating. I'm gonna wobble. But I'll come back later and play with you. Yes, I will.
All right.
Yes, I will.
So, so while they're eating the cookies and the fish and biting Pearl, after Silt has relayed that the noises was because they were hungry, I'm gonna take a minute and actually look at the note that she handed me.
And I'll ask you if you recognize that.
Yeah, the handprint. Does that look familiar?
Make a history check. It
11?
does not.
Nah, I don't necessarily recognize the handprint. I mean, is there any other, like, these can't markings on it, or anything I'm missing here?
Make perception or investigation your choice.
18.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't see anything special about the note. And I don't recognize the handprint. Um, I mean, where'd you
you-
get the note from?
Did you show the note to everybody or just Taddy?
I pulled it out while everybody was standing around. I handed it to Taddy when I ran off, but I'm gonna, at this point, if he doesn't know, then I'll
So
move the conversation too.
we'll call it a judgment call then. If anybody glanced at that note when she pulled it out, make an insight or a history check.
Well, I would go check with everybody else as well to see if they recognized it.
Sorry, I'll let you finish with Taddy then.
Yeah, so I'll hand you back the note and say, where did you get the note from?
It was on the assassin.
I mean, I would wager if it was something that has to do with the Thieves Guild, I'd have some kind of recognition of the note.
Yeah.
But unfortunately I don't. So I don't necessarily think it's Thieves Guild related.
Okay. Can I roll a history check too?
Go ahead, everybody. Go ahead and roll a history check now, with the exception of Taddy. You already rolled one.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm just gonna say it out. Well,
I mean, at this point, those rolls make sense since Silt is a hoarder of knowledge.
Let's do this.
Not wrong.
If
And I
If
don't normally know shit, but apparently I may know something about this.
I was talking in my sleep and you picked up on it.
Putting the pieces together.
Mm-hmm. You seem to be good at that.
Do you have any symbols or anything on him?
on the note,
No,
On
no. I'm asking that this is directed towards. I'm assuming you're having this conversation in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So Otis would ask you if he had any symbols or anything on him,
Did I notice any symbols?
like
Nope.
clothing,
No, he
anything like that.
it was a young male drow, no more than probably 20 or 30 years old, which is super young for a drow, being of elven lineage. No markings or indicators whatsoever.
I have
Well-
a question about him then. Does he bear any resemblance to a certain Captain Drow that we might have run into a long time ago?
Make
Who
an
may
insight
be?
check.
Earless?
I mean,
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to you.
That's fair.
I mean, that-
So one of you recalled information about the note, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it out loud since that person indicated they would share information. Gallon, as soon as you see the note, you will recognize the hand. That is the signature of the Deep Hand, which is a fiend-ran group based off the bottom of the ocean. They are directly related to the fiends from your backstory. And I'm going to send you a little bit of information on a whisper, just in case.
Go for it. Go for it. This is exciting.
I mean, while he's typing that out, Taddy's going to relay that I mean, it would make sense if he was sent to assassinate somebody. You don't exactly put flags or markers on your body when you're going to do that. So,
Well, he didn't seem very skilled. Just
well,
my
you said he was
observation.
young,
Yeah.
so, and the note says prove yourself, so it
Mhm.
probably was his first job.
Mm.
I mean, I remember my first job, and
So is this a random happenstance then, most likely? We weren't targeted specifically?
uh, that's that's a toss of the coin.
Okay.
I'd give
The,
Gallon a second to read.
I mean, he could have been sent out
Okay.
to target one of us specifically. He could have been sent to just kill a captain of a ship, and this is the first ship he came across.
Okay.
We don't know.
Gallon? Seem knowledgeable about this sort of thing.
You'll notice that Gallon's gonna like stiffen upon seeing the note in like anger and rage,
Oh. That's not normal.
like like eyes squint like angry slits.
What's up there, pointy ears?
Obviously, the information that he shared, which is that I'll share. They're from the
No.
deep hand, you know.
Okay.
And I spent years hunting them prior to being in Haven because they're connected to the Abishai that killed my family are zealot members of this group. And so I've sworn to kill any of them that I find, but I've never been able to find them by actively searching.
Well, damn, I would have saved him for you.
We didn't know. You didn't know this information.
Not.
It's I haven't actively shared it. It's just never come up.
Okay. So black.
In the
man-
future, definitely keep the Abishai for me.
Okay.
They'll get worse than the Drow. And then she'll give like a small, kind of crazed smirk.
Does this group normally target randomly, or do they usually go after specific groups? People, please, targets. They go after specific targets.
You have never been able to take one alive to interrogate Gallon, so you don't know. You just know that they are a group and they are violent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extremely
Okay.
violent.
So
Well, that still leaves...
you have zero indication of political power, any type of motivation. You just know that it's primarily fiends and they are violent. Period. End of story.
Okay. Well, I mean, that leaves us with the big question mark on whether or not they targeted us or we were random. So, I guess we just stay on our guard. But at this point, do we have any other information to discuss?
Mm, I found a bottle floating in the ocean.
What was in it?
There was a note that.
I was gonna look out over the ocean and just say, you know, for being a very spacious ocean, it seems we keep running into shit.
Somebody was testing, like, I don't know what they were testing, ocean currents or something. Didn't seem very important.
Okay.
Is that what the note said, or is that just gauging by what the bottle was doing floating in the ocean?
No,
Did
the
I-
note said
Did I
The
give
note
you
said
an
it was-
actual note on that?
you didn't. I just made a note.
Okay.
Okay. Well, in
No.
that case, since my bed apparently has been overran, you got a bedroll, Silt?
I've got a wonderful hammock for you. If you'd like one.
Anybody got a bedroll? Anybody?
You know, surprising that is something I don't have on me.
'Cause, I'm assuming since my bedroll was part of my bedding ups there in the crow's nest that it's gone.
Don't we still have kit?
It's not that it's gone.
Yeah,
It's that it's a nest now.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Shredded and annihilated.
Right, it's gone.
Yeah, kits would still be below deck.
Then that is, I would have already had that ready for you and cleaned.
With like a mint on the pillow.
That's right.
Okay. Because I have been enjoying the fresh air of the crow's nest, so if there's a bedroll available, I'm gonna go crash out on the front of the ship. I don't want to go below deck anymore. I spent too much time down there. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one.
Oh, that's me, isn't it?
Yeah, my
I
bad.
guess I'd be there putting your bedroll.
By the way, Salt, love the new flag.
Oh, well, thank you. I had some time on my hands between making friends with dragons and napping. So,
You were very productive.
But Taddy's gonna crash out. Like, he's gonna spend his day sleeping because he misses night sleeping.
I think it's time for rest too.
I would agree. I will also set up a bedroll on deck. But I'll do it back here.
All right. What I need is for everyone to roll just a straight d20 in the chat box for me.
Dice are wanting to play this game again.
Nope, that's perfectly fine. This was a group check. So we are going to fast forward the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days it will take you to get back to Haven.
Oh,
do you want me to roll 9 of my?
Nope, I'm getting there.
Oh,
can I have a
I'm
conversation
excited.
before we go that far with that?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
During, as I was about to say, during that 9 days, okay, it is assumed you guys do your nav checks, you do your daily language with Galen, all that
Something
stuff.
podcast.
Yeah. I'm going to give you all a long rest right now to top you off. And then Silt, you can give them your leadership speech. And Pearl, you can refill all your vials, because we are just going to assume that it timed out to where you topped them off the morning you got back.
Cool.
That being said, did anybody have anything they wanted to do? Any conversations? Any equipment management? Anything at all during that 9 days?
Sorry. But yes, to answer your question.
Okay. You said yes first. You get to go first.
I'd like to talk to, and this would be specifically the first night we got back. I would go and talk to Silt and ask if Silt was aware that the pseudo dragons were a part of a job.
No, I was not aware of that. What job are they part of?
They are a part of Job 7.
Because I don't have any of that. Still doesn't have any of that written down. So
Give me a second. I'll put it up for you.
So, future reference, Katie, you can only give the temporary hit points to 6 friendly creatures.
I know, but it's been 9 days, so I figured that on the first day I'd give 6, and then on the second day, if nothing's happening, I'd give the other 2.
While that would normally work, the pseudo dragons are not considered friendly at this point.
Gotcha.
They are not domesticated.
Okay, then perfect, because there's 6 of us.
But looking at the job, it looks like she only wants 1.
Oh God, we can't split them up. And then I whisper at Odess, "Pearls become attached."
So really, this would have been a conversation between
Fight above
Silt
table.
and
That's what I
Otis
say.
at some point. More so in it would be like a conversation of like, hey, we can clear this job and get us some money, which would really be helpful,
Yeah.
but we should probably let the other crew know.
Okay, so that's yes. We can talk about it as a crew, and then in the next 9 or 8 days or whatever intervening, I would try to continue to talk with the pseudo dragons using spells when I needed to sort of explain that to them, and maybe if they wanted to continue to live with people, to have them take care of them. I had more friends that would love to do that.
Let's do best out of 3.
I'd also fish for them every day.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd continue to fish for them as well.
So in talking to them, it's not until the very last day, like the night before you pull into Haven, that they even remotely grasp the concept of living with somebody. And even then, every time you talk to them, it's always food, 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 food.
Mm-hmm.
And the evening before you arrive in Haven, you bring it up again, and there's a moment of others live food.
Yep. Always food.
So that's how your 9 days goes. Is it all boils down to food with them?
I mean, that seems like a pretty simple pet.
Mm-hmm.
Just feed them.
I think the question then becomes, do we give her both?
Yeah. Like
Gal, we would have included Gal at this point, I'm guessing.
I-
In fact, everybody.
I think my guess is they want to stay together. So I guess I'd try to talk to them about that as well. Like you know, if you like each other, you want to stay together.
Did we notice based on their interactions that they seem like a bonded pair?
They seem like
I
a
don't know shit.
flock.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I don't know shit about pseudo dragons, but
Like they're comfortable with each other, but they don't like actively involve each other. If that makes sense.
Okay.
yeah,
So
so,
I'm
they
guessing-
don't outwardly appear like a bonded pair. Then
As we just play it by ear then.
As far as bringing up them being together or not, food. Every time you ask
Yep.
them about it, just food, food.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, what do you know about pseudo dragons? So you seem to be the
Only-
history buff.
I will roll for that.
So you actually already rolled for that when you tried to determine what they
Oh, that's
were,
right.
and you
That's
had
right.
never seen or heard of them prior.
Then I will just tell you what I've learned in the days that I've been talking to them. They like to
for it.
eat. They come in different colors. They seem pretty neutral. They flock.
And you now know that they have some semblance of telepathic ability.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, if we're gonna give her both of them, then I say
I'm-
she's gonna owe us more for that. But
I'm not going to assume that they'll necessarily want to stay together. They just seem content if they're eating. So
Yeah.
we can just give her one.
I'm just crossing that bridge of if they do have to stay together, and that's
Mhm.
what she wants.
Then she can pay extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say because we've got all of the jobs completed. I believe that we needed to get off of probation, and everything else is extra at this point. So I'm not real concerned about having to renegotiate with her at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's not tell her about the pseudo dragons right off the bat.
Perfect.
We'll give her the other ones first. Deal with that. Go get that turned in. Get off of probation, and then we'll come back to her and say, "Oh, hey, we found these."
Problem with trying to hide those things is they're in our nest.
I
Like,
never said we had to take them off the boat.
As
that's like, yeah, but if they're up in the nest, when we pull into harbor, people are gonna notice. It's like, hey guys, don't look at our flag. Come on,
Well,
just saying, it's going to be a noticeable thing. Hiding it is a. I'm not saying that you should just come. Hey, we got these things, but at the same time, yeah, let's not hide the fact that we have them,
Mm.
because that's going to look bad in negotiations. If it comes up, it comes up. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But
well, that's what I'm getting at. I'm not going to
let-
offer the information unless it's needed.
Well, as of
Okay.
right now, I guess they are my pseudo dragons. Then we can just go with that.
that's fine. I was gonna say that, yeah, I mean, discussing them with her is one thing. Hiding them from her is another.
The point that I was trying to get at was we've done the jobs that we needed to do to get off the probation.
Mm-hmm.
We get that taken care of first
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not going to have her turn around and say, "Hey, those pseudo dragons are a part of your probation," and we don't get paid for them because fuck that.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense, that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to get at.
Okay. Well, I just, I'm just thinking, what's the word I'm looking for? Appearances. I mean, if we are going to do these other jobs for her, coming right out and lying to her about something, whether or not it's part of your probation or not, is not a good thing.
Above table, and correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't actually go back and talk to her. We turn everything into the guild, right?
We have to talk to her because she has to sign the paper. Then we take it to the jackasses at the watch.
Okay.
Are you sure about that, Brad?
I'm pretty sure that that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, because I thought they didn't want us
Or
dealing
it's
with
the
her
other-
anymore.
Or it's the other way around. One of the two. Let me read it. I'll read back on it.
Yeah, the job doesn't say anything about it.
Nope, those were conversational notes, so it's gonna depend on how well y'all took notes.
Oh, I know.
Still
I
waiting
took
for
notes on
Fantasy
it.
Grounds to load.
Um,
Good thing on advantage for those rolls, Silt. Jesus.
Yeah.
they're kind of like cats, where they'll come when they're called and hang out for a second, and then get bored and go away.
Okay.
But they'll hang out for a minute.
Okay.
For the record, these things are just slightly larger than Chest Rock. And Chest Rock is like the area of 2 softballs. Like if you took 2 softballs
that?
and merged them, yeah, about that big, that's Chest Rock. And the pseudo dragons are just big enough that like their body is the same size, and then their head, tails, and claws come off that. So
They
they're-
aren't playing.
They're
They
pretty
ain't playing chase with Chest Rock, are they?
You guys would notice over the 9 days that they do curl up with Chest Rock. You know, kind of like the puppy pile, basically. Everything in that nest gets cuddled with when it's time to sleep, as long as it's not food or an enemy. And they fuck with Chest Rock a little bit, playfully. You know, they'll like poke him and nip at him. And he spends a lot of time up there with them as well.
Okay, I gotta step away. I'll be back.
While Brad's digging through his notes, did anybody else have anything during the time frame?
I don't think so.
I will try and help you save time, Brad. Go ahead and roll a history check for me. See if your
I think I have
character
it.
can recall the information.
Oh. Okay. Because if not, I think Gal will remember it.
17? Yeah, I'd say you recall. You would definitely recall that everything goes to the guards, and you are not supposed to communicate directly with her through this process.
Well, so I have it here that says Gistra will give you the task with details. Otis has to take it to the Watchers to verify its completion, then take it back to Gistra for her to sign it once the task is done.
That's
there you
what
go.
I have. Which we got everything from her originally, so we got to go verify. We got to go take it to them, verify that we have everything, and then we take it back to her.
Yep.
If I'm understanding that correctly.
Yeah, I think it was the Watchers had the list of things for you. They handed it to you. You read through them. They explained it to you. You asked for permission to be gone for like 60 days if needed. And then you would bring it back to them.
Now I gotta look through my notes, because I'm pretty sure I had it set up to where everything goes to the Watchers.
Which would also make sense,
Which,
so that's fine too.
I mean, in essence, that's what it's saying. We had to go by her to go get the list of things that she needed and all that stuff. Now we're taking all the items back to the Watchers to show them, hey, we completed these jobs, and then
I think-
now we're going to take it to her and get the final sign off on it.
No, I'm saying I had it built to where you don't deliver anything to her. You deliver it to the compound. They give you a sheet that says it's done, and then she comes and picks it up from them.
Oh, I don't remember it being explained that way.
I think
Well,
that
with-
makes sense though.
With
Because
with,
they-
with the 17 history, you would definitely remember that you deliver everything to the Watchers. They will issue you a slip saying that you completed job X, Y, and Z. And that's it. And then when you've completed enough of them, they will issue an order of release.
That makes sense.
So, Now that that's figured out, what else y'all got?
Get back to land.
Yeah.
Nobody else had anything.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, that wonderful morning after 34 fun-filled days at sea, you pull into Haven.
Yay.
As you pull in, you do note you guys are like down here right now. You note that there are no slits open at the docks.
Was this map correct in showing that boats just anchor
Yep.
places if they don't have a slip?
Oh, you guys had spent enough time here to know that the slits are for loading and unloading of cargo vessels or orders or ships that are contracted by the Salvagers Guild or the Fishers Guild or the High
We're
Tide themselves.
contracted with the Salvagers Guild, though. Where's our slip?
Did you arrange for one?
No. I feel like they would have
There you
said something about that when we signed up.
Nope. All they said was deliver the stuff over by where that circle's drawn
Okay.
over here.
Guess I'll have to talk to somebody about if you want stuff delivered. We need a place for our boat.
Beyond that, it is very common for ships to just anchor off Haven and then take a rowboat or swim or fill in mode of transportation blank here.
Well, that's
There are-
perfect because we have a rowboat.
Yep.
So, what are you guys doing? Where are you parking? What are you taking with you? Where are you going?
Well, where do you guys want to park? That's first thing first. Then next, we got to make sure we have everything that we need to go take back.
Where can we park?
Just park somewhere in the bay close to where we're supposed to. Yeah, like right there.
That work.
Right where? Ping it
Well-
again. Okay.
So is there sort of some like universal, like nobody fucks with other people's ships because that's just not cool in this world? Or is this like
there
we
is
gotta
kind-
hire somebody?
There is kind of something like that, but there's no guarantee because
Okay.
I mean, you've been living with Taddy in confined spaces for the last 35 days. You know that sometimes people are just sticky.
Right. Is it akin to like, I mean, Taddy could get into a locked house, probably. Is it
Guys-
something like
guys,
that?
just go. Guys, you and Otis specifically, go on shore. Handle what you need to handle. Me and Gallon or Pearl or both will stay here on the ship and make sure everything stays intact.
I'm just thinking about like the future. Since,
Well, we'll figure
Do-
that out later. But
but yeah, this is just above table talk, like trying to figure out what I'd already know about people's.
The only way to guarantee the safety of yourself and your supplies is to have one of yourselves present at all times. It's the only
Okay.
way to absolutely guarantee it.
and even then, it's a guard.
Right.
Beyond that, you could hire a guard to sit on your ship while you're ashore,
Mhm.
or you could risk it for the biscuit and see what happens with nobody guarding the ship.
Is our other ship back yet?
You
Our other
don't know.
ship isn't coming here.
Why isn't our other ship coming in here?
I thought it was going to the air nomads.
It
I
was,
think it had-
and then they were coming to meet us.
To get paid.
Yep, they were
Oh.
supposed. They're gonna meet you here after they're done with all that.
So we don't see it though.
You didn't see it pulling in. Doesn't mean it's not here. Inquiries would have to be made.
Oh, okie dokie.
So even if we hire a guard, we're still risking getting attacked anyway. So instead of wasting money like that, we'll just have to have somebody stay behind just in case anything happens. I think it's safer that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess take Silt in case we need to do some negotiations. Taddy, do you need to check in on anything?
I'd like to, but I'd also like to make sure that our shit is secure. So why don't you just go negotiate what you need to negotiate so we can get this shit off the ship, and then I'll go ashore.
I'll stay and guard the boat, Taddy, if you want to leave. You've been on this boat a long time, and I know you want to stretch out your legs and hands, so to speak.
Because I'll tell you, my goal right now is to go get that shit turned in, get paid, and come back to the boat. At this point, I don't have much of anything that I need to do currently. However, DM owes me something for those 9 days. So,
Yeah. Same direction.
Okay.
So,
I didn't
and
know
Stay with the boat, Taddy. You go ashore.
changed.
I
'cause of
wanted
where
to-
we're at.
I wanted to clarify too that it's a direction, not a location that you get indicated towards.
Fair.
So, because I know I pinged Haven the first time,
Mhm.
but it's not coming from Haven per se. It's in that direction.
Okay. I was just heading that direction until it changes. Slowly
Um,
start to.
So this morning, it would have pinged you same direction.
Okay.
That's
Well-
past Haven, whatever it is.
So I have nothing at the moment. We can go take care of this, come back to the ship, and then we're gonna go drop stuff off. At Lena's.
We boring you that bad?
No, I'm just very tired.
I know.
Right
give me
now.
shit.
It's been a very long weekend. But yeah. All right. Hearing no other.
I just vote for that Pearl and I stay here on the boat. Since we don't know anything that's been happening with the Alaris people.
Oh,
Since
yes.
we've been gone for ages. And then I'll look at Taddy and say, hey, if you can find any information on the goings-ons that have happened since we've been gone, that'd be super helpful.
I mean,
I can say
It's-
again.
it's a whole like settlement of people. More specific on information.
I mean, we can always ask them if they know anything else when we get up there.
I'm just talking about in general, not even about a specific group. I'm just saying any news that's happened in the last month or so.
I'll tell you what. Oh, well, yeah. I guess if Taddy wants to do that around the local area, Silt and I can go ask the Watchers and deal with that.
Yeah, I got some stuff I want to do anyway. So yeah, sure.
Okay.
So
Again, I just want to go get that shit done and get back to the boat. This is what I wanna
Otis,
do.
Taddy, and Silt. Silt, I'm going to take your disguise off because
Yeah,
it's
I
throwing error codes at me.
I would have taken it off.
Okay.
I'm going to switch mine
Go ahead.
before I leave the ship. I'll be going back to the gnome, Ted.
You should be able to drop it on yourself.
I can, but I don't want it to fuck with movement.
Shouldn't drop it on yourself. Let's see if it fucks with things. Okay. That doesn't look like the token I had set up, but
No, it doesn't. But it okay. So I don't know. Here's a movement. That's just
yeah, it deleted the token. Yeah, looks like it's working.
okay.
That's weird. Okay, so
Okay.
who's going where?
I think Silt and I are
Um,
watchers.
Are we taking the dragons? We're leaving them for now.
be-
I mean, if we want to get paid, we got to take them with us.
I'll be heading up towards the horde.
There you go.
So I'll see if the dragons want to come with one or both.
They chirp and peck at your food pocket.
Yeah, I'll have food in there. So if they're wait, I'm not gonna grapple them and force them to come with me, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay, so make an animal handling check. See if you can convince them to tag along. They curl up in the crow's nest with Chest Rock.
What if Chestrut gets in my bag?
They remain curled up in the crow's nest.
I'll pull out some shark meat from my bag of holding and see if that piques their interest at all.
Yeah, make an animal handling check with advantage. Taddy, go ahead and move your token to wherever you want to end up. Okay. That piques your interest, and they come along willingly.
Me? Well, they're very food driven.
Yep.
So I will make sure. I think I have a knife on me somewhere.
Yeah, I have a big bag that is stuffed with like adoption food and half of the nest material.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the baby food.
All right. And you two are going to the compound, correct?
Yes, correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will put your tokens over there. And let's go ahead and do you two first. Just like you remember from a little over a month ago, as you approach the front gates, the guards step forward from their shacks and state your business.
All right, my dog just gagged.
Oh,
Otis here to turn in some jobs.
Docket number.
Oh, fuck you. I can pull up that number. Hold on.
had a 1 in it, or maybe a 7.
5396.
Just a moment. The one guard turns and walks back into his guard office, and you can see him like looking through books on the shelf on the back wall. He grabs one out. He's fingering through it as he walks back out. He goes, Docket 5396, Otis. 8 jobs.
Can I pause real quick before you go any further?
Yeah.
We needed Pearl to come with us. I don't know if that's something you'll let us,
Mm-hmm.
whatchamacallit,
Retcon.
retcon.
Right, because
But-
she's got the machine. That
Yeah,
probably would have been talked about.
Pearl would need to come with us. I just realized that looking through the jobs.
I gonna
We
be
would
a
know
little,
that.
little bit of a dick. I won't let you retcon Pearl coming with, but if Pearl is agreeable to it, I will retcon that you would have been able to grab the portable hole from her.
Yeah. That's fine. I can go with them.
Well, you're not going to go with them. You're going to give them your hole.
Would you? Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I know.
Not where I was gonna go with it, but would you allow us to borrow your portable hole? Not that that sounded any better.
Oh my god.
Oy.
You
Just
can
a
borrow. Oh god. Okay. Yes.
Okay. I'll make sure I return it to you.
Yes, of course. Yes. I trust you guys. That's fine.
In the condition it was given to you in.
In the condition that it was given, please.
Very portable like.
Very. Let me stay quiet. Yes.
Not used up too much.
Okay.
Nope.
So you have Pearl's
Right,
portable
deeply.
hole with you.
Pearl's
God.
portable hole sounds like the worst bar or something.
The worst.
Like,
The worst.
So he will continue on and docket 5396 Otis. Completion of 8 jobs, some with variable amounts. All right. Which ones are you here to turn in?
The DM, I'm gonna say by my list, I have
3, 4, 5, 6, and possibly 7. I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious that we have the pseudo dragons. But I'd like to deal with 3, 4, 5, and 6 first, and then
Mhm.
speak with them about 7.
I mean, those guys don't know what jobs are what. They're
Well,
just
they better know what
What?
jobs are what. They got the paperwork.
As you
No, I
say
mean,
that
they're-
above
they're-
table, he folds a sheet of paper down for job 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're clerics. Or clerics. They're doing clerical work. People who do clerical work ain't worried about the exact jobs. They're just worried about the paperwork, the details.
Job 3, 5 crates of whatever these creatures from Wales are. And he looks at you as if waiting.
Well, fuck me. I knew that one was going to come. Never mind, not job 3. Job 4, 5, 6, and 7.
well, we can get those later.
Yep.
I will let you retcon that you put them in your bag of holding.
Well, you don't have to do that.
No, I will. Because otherwise you're going to say, hold on, I'll be right back, run back to the ship, and then come back.
Well,
So,
no,
I'm just gonna say-
Playing dice.
Wait, it would just be simpler to say we have them. We just don't know where to put them. They're still on the ship. Because we don't know where we're supposed to be dropping this stuff off at.
whatever the
gives
DM
the-
would like.
The guard would give the side, that's really not my problem. And just be like, I don't really care. You just have to bring them here to finish the job.
Oh,
So if you want to
okay,
retcon and put them in your bag of holding for this moment, that's fine.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Choose your own
Since we're about
adventure.
to drop them. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even going to put them in the bag since we're about to drop them.
He scribbles something in the book and goes, all right, job 4,
Now that I know for a fact I should have in the bag.
do machinery collected from one Eveline, a goblin from the western air nomads.
Yep. Pull out my bag. Well, I will reach into my bag, thus reaching into the bag of holding and pull out the items.
Gotcha. He scribbles a bunch of stuff down. All right. Job 5. Some type
which
of
one?
rare energy crystal. Looks like it has a storm in it.
Well,
Supposed to
shit,
be
we
2
left
of
those on
them.
the fucking boat. We'll have to come back for that
Oh,
one. I ain't gonna
look,
work
you
on
reach in
that.
your bag, into the bag of holding, and pull out a barrel with 2 storm crystals and water in it.
Sitting on top.
There we go.
Scribble something down. Job 6. Some large machine that looks like this, and he like turns the book a little bit so you can see the scribbling. It's literally a copy of the same job order you have.
I will pull Pearl's hole out, open it up, and say it's
As
in
soon
here.
as you open it, all of the water in that voluminous space spills out onto the dock. And the guards just kind of look at their now soaked feet and back up at you.
I mean, if he's gonna give me that look, I'm gonna tell him sex is Seth, bro.
Silt, you try to jump up on Odessa's shoulders to avoid the water and completely miss and end up face down on the dock as the water flows over your entire body.
That's fair. Right.
And Tempest will be happy.
But you then pull the machine out of the hole, and they scribble something down, keeping locked eyes with you the whole time.
Oh, I'm
Jobs-
staring straight back at him.
Job 7, 1 pseudo dragon.
I will.
It's
I don't know if you can
supposed to
see it.
be in a cage.
Oh, it says, but if they're trained
Ah.
and come willingly, bonus.
There you go. I present to you my friend. And I'll point to Silt.
Is it gonna stay willingly? I'd really rather it be in a cage, to be honest.
It might not.
Suck the
I
suck,
can-
bro.
I
That's not the
can
rules.
deliver it to the end person as the official pseudo dragon handler.
Hold on. He goes and walks and disappears inside the main gate. Returns
Just
a minute
look at
later.
Odessa.
Returns a minute later with 4 guards, a cart, and a cage. Yes. You need to get one of them in the cage, otherwise we're not going to take it.
I'm going to look at the pseudo dragons and ask them if one of them wants to get in the cage, and I'll put some food in there.
I'll even top it off with some fresh shark meat.
They both do like the side-eyed curious look and look at the cage, and Silt, they're eyeing you uncomfortably, not
I'm
knowing
gonna-
what this thing you just put food into is.
I'm going to take the food back out and say no deal.
I'm gonna
Guard
look
goes,
at the guard and say,
okay.
whether you want them in the cage or not, it says that they come willingly. So we brought them willingly.
Yeah, it also says a cage. Dude, I just don't want to deal with a pseudo. He totally gives off the hippie shop clerk vibe, where he's just there because he needs to have a job and doesn't really care beyond that. He's like, I don't want to deal with a loose animal, man. I really don't care. So, no
I mean,
deal
we
on
can
job
deliver it.
7.
Could you
We'll
please make a
deliver it
note?
straight to her.
Could you please make a note that we have the pseudo dragon, but would like to deliver it in person instead of having to put it in a cage?
Sure, whatever. He scribbles something down. Yes. All right. Give me a second. The guards will start loading your shit. And he walks back into his office. Starts going through some paperwork, scribbling something down. And then he goes in the gate and disappears from sight for a couple of minutes.
I'm going to feed the dragons.
And he comes back and hands you, Odess, a rolled sheet of parchment with the Lord Marshal's seal on it, and that is in the party sheet for you.
He will.
Here you go. Congratulations. Enjoy your freedom. Have a nice day.
So how do we get the money for that extra job?
Well,
That-
the pseudo dragons are still on that one's shoulders, not here. But any excess jobs on that list you complete within the time frame, you bring it here, deliver it, and we pay out of the treasury, and then she pays us into the treasury. It works the exact same way, except we hand you a bag of coins instead of an order of release or completion.
Well, that's fair. I'm trying to figure out above table. I'm trying to figure out from the guard what he wants us to do, since he wants them in the cage. They won't go in the cage.
Look, I'll pass along that you have them, but don't want to put them in a cage. And if she really wants one that bad, she'll reach out to you. Otherwise, congratulations, you have yourself 2 pseudo dragons.
There you go.
But that'll be up
That-
to her.
I'd give him information about the ship's name so she knows where to find.
He pulls the book back out and scribbles. All right, I'll pass it along. Anything else the watch can be of assistance with today?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm dealing with you guys.
Have a good day.
Mhm. Ready to go, Silt?
Yep.
Alrighty then.
Where are you two heading now?
I don't have anything else. Well, how long has it been for my
Since you
thing?
left the ship? Or what thing?
No, the other thing.
Oh,
The one that everybody else doesn't know about yet.
I will let you know.
Okay.
I am
That's what
keeping
I'm trying to
track.
be careful for. Because I figured it probably reset, seeing as where we were at. But if I have time, I'll go to Lena's. If
So
Let me see if I-
it's out of eyesight. So as long as you can see the water, which you can from where you are, that clock is not ticking.
Okay. Then let me make sure. Gal, do you have the stuff? This is a above table question. Do you have the stuff for Lena? Someone has the stuff. I don't remember who.
Well, we haven't. He said he was gonna make a list.
Yeah, I
Of things
decided
to
to just keep it vague with stuff for that job instead of researching aquatic
Fair.
fauna names.
So would you say it's fair
Foreign
to,
names.
that you would be in the
Yeah.
Bag
Because I
of holding
have,
then?
I have the list. If you need it.
I guess my question is, if it's in the bag of holding, I don't have to make a trip back. If it's
If
not,
if you guys would have known you were going there, then yes, you have everything. So is that where you're heading then?
yeah, I'm gonna tell Silt that I need to go by Lena's. She's welcome to come with.
I've got some stuff to look after. Thank you though. Meet you back at the boat.
Where are you heading, Silt?
Well, I want to. Oh, I have so many things to do. I
Okay,
need
well,
to.
We'll
No.
make a note of it because we're gonna jump over to Taddy next, and I think that's
Okay.
gonna run us to time. So make a
Okay.
note of what you need. This goes for anybody who needs to take care of anything in town. Not on any kind of timetable now. Just make sure you write it down because it's probably gonna be next week. So Taddy, you make your way up to the Horde. What are you doing?
Okay, make sure I wasn't muted. I'm gonna head to the pits.
You're muted, bud.
No.
Fuck
Oh, I hear him.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah. I was gonna say
'Cause you-
no.
'cause
I
you-
checked.
Because you remembered to check if you were muted for once, so I figured I'd fuck with you a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay, so you make your way over to the pit.
Yeah. I am looking for a goblin barbarian by the name of Rox Portia. My fence.
You sure are. It's Rue Portia, by the way.
Rue Portia. Okay. Yeah, I'm bad with names in real life, period. So,
Yeah, sure enough, there is a fight going on. And you spot Rue up on the front fence, just as she normally is, screaming at, "Kill him! Kill him!" And then you hear the crowd erupt into a cheer, and you see her just like viciously ripping up a little piece of paper and turns and starts stomping off.
hey, Portia.
Ah, Taddy, come on, buy me a drink.
Yeah, sure.
She's like not even waiting for you, just V-line straight towards the nearest drink server.
Yeah.
Eh, he's got it. Small elven girl looks at you. 3 silver, sir.
Okay. Make that 2. I'll have 1 too.
6 silver then. And she pours a second one for you.
All right.
Yeah. What do you need, Taddy?
Well, I've been out and about in the world and picked up a couple things that of some stuff. So I'm looking to unload.
What do you got?
You really want to do this right here?
Don't pull it out and show me, obviously, but tell me what you got.
Well,
You guys are kind of off to the side of the crowd right now, and there's already another fight going, which is where the majority of people's attention is.
Well, I picked up that golden statue, which has no details on it, so
Okay.
I have 3 pieces of jewelry, 4 marked for silver a piece, I guess.
Okay.
Now this is the reason why I didn't want out in the open, because this is magic related. But I have a sheath of returning I don't need. You know, magic related, you can't just sell those wherever.
Yeah, of course. Is that all you had above table, or was
Yeah. Well, I'm actually looking for something, but I'm trying to make some money before I get to the what I'm looking for part.
Okay. Well, I mean, the sheath, and I think I know somebody who would be interested in that. I could probably give you 350 gold for it. The jewelry and the statue, of course, I'd have to get a closer look at before I give you pricing on. Come with me, and she leads you just away from the pit to a small little tent, which when you enter you immediately recognize is a privacy room, a bathroom. There's just like a hole cut out in the dock, the floor, and that's where people do their business. She's like, "All right, whip them out, big boy. Let's take a look at what you got."
And I pull the stuff out.
She'll give you 4 silver each for the jewelry pieces, as noted.
Okay, so 12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay.
And she takes the gold statue and she kind of like tosses it in the air, kind of like you do when you're checking the weight of something. And she bites down on it and notes a little indent. She goes, "This is actual gold."
Oh,
You know, I want to ask where'd you find this, but you know how this business works and I'm not allowed to, so
No, actually, it might help with the value of resale. I found it in, and I tell her what dive I went on where I found it.
Did you get the name of the city by chance?
They didn't exactly have city markers up, but under the water.
Well, knowing where it would come from would definitely help, but
Can I do a history check to see if I remember seeing any signs where we were at?
there definitely weren't any signs, but you guys also didn't
Okay, well
spend
then.
very much time looking, so
Yeah.
I'll say
Okay.
no.
And in that case,
She will offer you 100 gold for the statue.
okay, I'll take it.
And 350 for the sheath.
Okay.
Katie, you got some nasty feedback coming through.
Me?
Yeah.
What, from my fan?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, probably.
Okay.
And then what were you looking for?
I spent a whole lot of time down in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if there's something that can help me see in the dark besides a light, because you can't exactly use torches underwater.
You're not the first little fairy to come looking for those. And she reaches into a little like side pouch bag and pulls out a pair of goggles. You're looking for a pair of these, aren't you?
Do I recognize them?
They look like goggles. Go ahead, put them on.
All right, I'll put them on.
As soon as you put them on, the dimly lit tent that you're in goes black and gray, as if you're seeing through dark vision.
Yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for.
Good.
Fill the room full of brownie scents.
Somebody's cooking something yummy. Anyways, 1,200 gold for the goggles.
Yeah, I need them, so I got to. All right.
They are in your inventory. Anything else for you today, Godric?
I'm not Godric.
Godric, Taddy. Fuck off.
No, that's what I needed. Thank you.
All right, well, I've got some coin that needs some betting done with it. I'll see you next time. And she dips out of the tent before you even get a chance to say goodbye. And we are going to end it there for the night, folks. Finally making it back to Haven.
Yay.
Yay.
We did it!
Now we're going to spend the next 3 weeks running errands and doing shopping and getting things identified and canceling the lease on the apartment now that you have a boat to sleep on and all sorts of crazy time filler shit. But thanks everybody for coming out to watch. We'll see you Wednesday for Curse of Strahd, Friday for Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon, and back here next Sunday for Waters of the Deep. Bye, everybody.